consideration of a request to adopt the proclamation in memory of school board member Randy Dale Lamana, District 11. Mr. Arbor.
Thank you, Mr. President. East Baton Rouge Parish School Board Proclamation. Whereas the East Baton Rouge Parish School Board recognizes that Randy Dale Lamana served as a distinguished member of this board from October 30th, 2007 to April the 16th, 2014, and whereas during his service he demonstrated a commitment to the children of this district, the improvement of their education, and a loyal service to this system's faculty, staff, and administrators. And whereas the East Baton Rouge Parish School Board finds that words seem inadequate to express such sadness at the sudden and unexpected loss of this faithful servant to our community. And whereas, in sorrow, the East Baton Rouge Parish School System mourns the loss of its servant, Randy Dale Lamana, and in sympathy reaches out to all of those who grieve, particularly his family and friends in the community and in our school system. And now, therefore, be it duly resolved that the East Baton Rouge Parish School Board does hereby acknowledge the service of Randy Dale Lamana with gratitude and extend to his wife Tammy, daughters Brandy, Brooke, Brittany, grandchildren and brothers and extended family, heartfelt sympathy and prayers. Adopted this first day of May, 2014. Mr. President, I move the adoption of the proclamation.
Moved by Mr. Arbor and seconded by Ms. Lee. Any questions or comments?
I'd like to ask at this time, as a number of recognitions that come from the schools in the district that Mr. Lamana represents, I'd like to ask Mr. Michaels if they'd like to step forward and make those presentations. No, why don't you come to this?
Right. I'm Janet Shows. I'm the principal at Northeast Elementary. Mr. Lamana, long before he was ever a board member, was an advocate for our Northeast students for many, many years, and he's going to be especially missed. And I know there have been a lot of tears, but we have very happy memories of Mr. Lamana. We will have a dedication at the end of the school year of a welcome area and with a memorial bench for that area to welcome students. We know his heart was for our students. But for today, we want to have happy memories. We have this presentation. You know, as I said, he was our advocate for many years before he was a board member. So when I would ask Tammy, can Randy do this for us? Can he cook for us? All she would do is pick up the phone and say, Randy, we need jambalaya for this. Randy, we need chicken fettuccine for this, and he'd be there. He was there. So this is in honor of him. We have a jambalaya crawfish paddle with his name in Northeast Elementary. Aww. So we present that to you.
I'm Phyllis Crawford. I'm principal of Sherwood Middle School, and I want to be respectful and say Mr. Lamana, but I have to say Randy. So I hope you will forgive me because he was that kind of a person. He came to everything that we did, and you would look around and you'd see if there was anybody else there you needed to introduce, and there was Randy Lamana, to support us at open house, to support us at programs, to support us in any way that he could. He was absolutely the most fantastic person that I've known. I've been there just a little while ago in the same place, and he came out to the school with Dr. Taylor to present the proclamation to me when the same kind of thing happened. And I want this to be a happy, happy time because my memory of him from that Wednesday night was how happy he was that he was going to have his fish fry with his oysters fried and his shrimp and anything else you wanted to eat. So when we were trying to decide what to present to you and the family, we picked a catfish. And the reason that we did that was because he was so proud. He had invited all of us. I said, if you invite anybody more, we're going to have to move down to the stadium or something. So he was so excited about what he was doing with people and with his family. And he was also such a giving, kind person. And I want you to have the most joyful feelings when you remember him and what he did and how he dedicated himself to the students first, and that's what he was about. In fact, my last words, I hugged his neck at 11 o'clock Wednesday night. I hugged his neck and I said, Randy, you gotta go home and get some sleep. I know if it's past my bedtime, it's past your bedtime too. And I said, and you have a board meeting tomorrow to go to, so you're gonna be out late again. So my wishes are with you all. If you ever need anything, you just come calling, you just send me an email, and I don't care what it is. One day, I had some of my teachers at my house calling me on my phone. They were out in my yard pulling weeds. So if you need the weeds pulled out of your flower beds, you just call, because we're good at that. So anything that you need. And I certainly do appreciate you, because as a family, you gave of yourself so he could serve all of us. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Andy Chapman, principal of Krista McAuliffe Superintendent's Academy. Mr. Lamana was a big part of us getting our school started this year. He checked on us more than monthly, and anytime we needed anything, he demanded that I let him know, because he was going to get it for us. He believed in those kids, and he believed in the process that the school board had put into place for those kids, and he wanted to make sure it was executed very smoothly. And it has been a great year and a great growth, and a lot of that is due to what he fought for our kids. And at one of the last board meetings that I was at, he got up and spoke out specifically about a Black History program that we had and how it was for the kids and by the kids. And he was honored just to be there and be a part of it. So I have a photograph of me and Mr. Lamana and other community leaders from that program that he was so proud to be a part of, and we're going to miss his great service to our school.
Mrs. Lamana, we also have presentations made from Broadmoor Middle. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Shimone Anchor. I'm the principal at River Oaks Elementary School. And on behalf of our children and staff of River Oaks Elementary, I'd like to present 2 items. I was gracious enough and lucky enough to have met Mr. Lamana at the beginning of this school year. And he and I talked a lot about school culture. We talked about how it takes a many hands approach to not only uplift the school academically, but culturally, and make the school inviting for everyone, and continuing to make our students want to learn and come every day. And so the plaque, first thing we have, Miss Tammy, is a plaque. And it reads, River Oaks Elementary School recognizes Randy Lamana, East Baton Rouge Parish Public Schools District 11 School Board Representative, whose dedication and commitment to our students and community will not be forgotten. The second item is a banner that was indicative of the many hands approach, and it was done by our students. And it also includes a quote of gratitude. We certainly wish the family well.
Thank
Mrs. Lamana, we also have presentations from Broadmoor Middle School and from Audubon Elementary School. And this is a collage of photographs that come from Audubon Elementary School. They could not be here. I know that, Ms. Lee, you have a presentation? However you want to do that.
Seeing no questions from the board, I have to go to the audience, correct? Yeah. Any comments from the audience on the proclamation? Seeing none, we are back to the board. Madam Secretary, please open the machines.
Please vote.
The item passes unanimously.
Mr. Smith, would you join me? Tammy, on behalf of the board, we'd like to present you with this framed proclamation, which we just approved unanimously, about our good friend, excuse me, Randy. I've asked Tarvel to join me here because Randy had many friends, both, you know, black and white, other races. He didn't care. He only cared what was in your heart. So I would like you to present this to the family and to show it with great pride, because this is just a small token of what we have in our hearts for Randy. Thank you.
I have to present this photo that Randy loved. When we took these pictures, he texted me, he said, "Reed, look at the picture and see which one looked the best of me." And that's the one I want. And I did, and I said, "Randy, this one looks good." He said, "Okay, that's the one I'm gonna pick." And that's the one I hang in the boardroom. He was very, very proud to serve on the East Baton Rouge Parish School Board. As Mr. Arbor said, he didn't see color. He wanted all children treated the same. He worked hard for those children, and he made sure he did what he needed to do to continue to serve as a board member. And I'm gonna miss him so much so that I just don't know how I'm gonna face this room when I fought back tears. I fought back tears all the way here because I knew I had to come in the room where we lost a great board member, a great friend. And I want to present this to you, and I know what I meant to him, because as I said in the tribute, Randy never greeted me without a hug, a smile, and a kiss on the cheek. He just didn't care. He was so happy to see me. When we went to conferences, he would wait for me at the door. He said, "Reed, where you gonna be?" I said, "Man, you know I'm going to the kitchen. I need to eat some breakfast before." I said, "I need to eat before I go to those sessions." He said, "Okay, I'll meet you in the kitchen." I said, "Did you eat, Randy?" He said, "Yeah, I ate before I left home. I just sit in there with you until we go to the session." And that's what he did. He would call me. He would always beat me there now. "Randy, where you at?" "Hey, I'm about to step in. Where you at?" "Randy, give me about 10 more minutes, I'll be there." But, he would always wait for me.
because we mostly went to the same conferences until he changed jobs where he couldn't go out of state anymore. But he did love traveling and getting new professional development that he needed and learning what was going on in other places so we could bring it back here and implement it to our children. And again, I'm gonna miss him so much, and I want to present this picture of Randy to you and the family. Thank you.
So I really don't want to have to do this because I've enjoyed
I just have.
sitting next to Randy for the past 7 years. And I can tell you in sitting next to him, I got to know him and where he was on all the issues as we went along and as we debated. And he didn't have anyone on the other side of him, so I was the only one he could really talk with. And so I got to really hear what Randy thought. And so it was me or nothing. And so I'm going to miss him dearly, and I know you all will. And I know that all of our memories will keep us and hold us through all of this. And I am so thankful that you have the kind of family and the love in your family that it will get you through this. So, all the love.
To the Lamana family again, this is just a small expression that all of us who are affiliated with the district can express to you because of Mr. Lamana's service and for his deep, deep caring about our students. I have two very, very vivid memories of Mr. Lamana. One was we were at Broadmoor Middle School's Black History Month program. And it's fun to watch people beam because he was truly, truly happy. The other was at the state capitol. And you have to be proud, and you have to take great comfort that his last act on this earth was in service of the district's children. Young man, you have an enormous set of shoes to fill. But I'm sure you have the heart to do it. Because if this gentleman is in your heart, then he's going to guide your head and your hands, and you're going to do great things. So you make sure you take care of your brothers and sisters, your cousins, everyone. Because, as I said, you have a lot to live up to. Okay? So I'm going to present this to you. Because what I want you to do is I want you to have a daily reminder of what you have to do to make sure that you become the man that your grandfather is, not was, is. And this just says, in appreciation of Randy Lamana for his commitment to education and devotion for the children of the East Baton Rouge Parish School System, for embracing the heart and spirit of EBR schools and the EBR School Board, Randy Lamana will remain in our hearts and minds forever. So you take this, okay? And you make sure you, it's a reminder of you just how great your granddad is. Right.
Thank you so much. You did a good job.
At this time, we would invite the family to speak if they would like to make some comments.
My name is Brandy Lamana Conrad, and I'm the oldest and the favorite. My family and I would like to thank the East Baton Rouge Parish School System, especially Superintendent Taylor, the school board attorney, Mr. Rutledge, the school board members, and the school board assistant, Ms. West, for all the support we've had during this difficult time. We take much comfort knowing that he was not alone when he died, but he was surrounded by the colleagues that he thought so much of. He would be so pleased with the outpouring of love and support that we have received. His passion was to advocate for the children, the teachers, the retirees of East Baton Rouge Parish, and the faithful voters of District 11. My family and I fully support the person who will be filling his seat, and we know that he or she will work just as hard as he did to serve everyone in the East Baton Rouge Parish School System. And we are truly honored to be in attendance at this program today. Thank you so much.
Could I ask the family to stand, just so we can see who his family is?